Hello there, everybody. I'm mrgameandpie. Welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Sin, and today we're taking on Nitro Man. Aw yeah! Third Robot Master. And because I'm doing this in reverse weakness order, this will actually make the stage significantly more difficult, as Nitro Man's weakness is useful not only against Nitro Man himself, but throughout the entire stage that he's in. Still, gonna keep doing it. So I'm just gonna forget this guy. And let's equip that commando bomb. There we go. Yep, using the explosion of the commando bomb, you can do all sorts of amazing things that I hope to be showing off during this playthrough. Let's go back to Triple Blade again. There was one time where I actually did a special weapons-only run of this game, which is only truly possible in this game, due to the fact that, if you do all the DLC stages, you can start off the game with 3 special weapons. Now this section, in my practice run, was actually a little bit difficult because I wasn't listening to the sound while playing. And as such, it's, it was a little bit ridiculous, because you need to hear the car horns to help you figure out when to jump. I mean, you can use the arrows, but the car horns are a little bit more effective. Alright, just gonna keep going through here, get some more commando bombs, since we may as well. And let's keep going. Unfortunately, the commando bomb isn't super useful in this stage. Here we go. Now we get some big trucks. Big rigs. No, not really. These are not interdimensional faster-than-light cars. Though considering how much I'm getting hit by them, you'd imagine that they are. Jeez. Oh, that wasn't right. Oh, I missed it. Oh. Alright, got up here. This is really the pathway that you want to take if you can, because now I'm up here, and none of those things can hit me. You also get a neat little prize. An E-Tank. Ah. So you want to stay off to the right over here. Try to get into this little alcove, and head back down. And completely missed that. Okay. We had another nice little commando bomb section here. There we go. That guy didn't see what hit him. I mean, he probably saw it going over him, but whenever it blew up, no chance. Ooh, health. I will take that health. Oh, okay. Just miss. And there we go, Sniper Joe down. Triple Blade really helped a lot in this level for a variety of reasons. But now it's time to bring out the Mega Buster for probably the Robot Master I'm worst at fighting. It's Nitro Man with his amazing intro. I love playing as this guy in the fan game Mega Man Rock Force, but fighting him here, not my favorite. So yeah, his wheel cutters will climb up the wall, and whenever they get to the top, they'll fall back down. At max, they can only fall like halfway across the screen, though. So use this fact to your advantage to avoid getting hit. You know, if you can. Yeah, and I can't. It's those bouncing ones, man. I can never figure out how to effectively avoid them, while also avoiding the ones that fall at the same time. Alright, let's try this again, this time at full health. Notably, on hard mode, Nitro Man goes a lot faster, but other than that, he doesn't really change a whole lot. But on easy mode, he won't ever ride up the wall. Whenever he stops riding, he just stops. Also, whenever Nitro Man lands from going up the wall, he'll always try to land on top of wherever you're currently standing. Ooh, there we go. That was a nice little dodge. So yeah, I always try to stand on one side and then run off to the other side to give me plenty of room to avoid all the wheel cutters. Because if you get trapped without, like, half the screen's width to dodge with, that can be pretty bad. Okay, I think I've actually finally gotten down a little bit. Alright. Awesome. So, there's the Robomaster I'm worst at fighting. I have actually beaten this game Buster only before. It's the only Mega Man game where I've done that. And, never mind that, because we got the Wheel Cutter! The Wheel Cutter is an interesting one. It's one of your standard, you know, roll across the ground type of attacks. It takes a little while to start going, but whenever it does, it can go pretty fast. It can also climb up walls, and if you hold the attack button, Mega Man will hold the Wheel Cutter out in front of him and allow him to climb walls, which is a pretty neat technique. Anyway, time for probably my favorite Robot Master in this group, Chill Man. I just really like his design, it's really cool. So, I think we're gonna bring out the Triple Blade again. So we got Snowman! And, yeah, he is there. He is being a snow and a man at the same time. Truly the most terrifying Robot Master. So we have these ice blocks. They either take 2 shots or 2 jumps to destroy. I could try to do something fancy with that guy, but nah, I'll just keep going. And there we go, that guy's no more. And we have this dude right here. He's no more. Oh. So this section can be a little tricky to get back out of. Oh. Gotta be careful here. I like to use Rush Coil to easily make this jump. And there we go. Oh, whoop. Thought I was gonna fall down. Emergency averted. Alright, let's keep going. So yeah, you can pretty much just run through this room pretty fast, as long as you have the Triple Blade equipped. No need to stop. Alright, and then this section. I think I'm going to try to do something a little bit fancy here. That was not the fancy thing that I wanted to do. No, I don't think it's going to work. Maybe this will. Yeah, that worked. Alright, so here we have another really great Triple Blade moment. Aw, yeah. And there we go, no problem at all. Nah, Wheel Cutter's not going to help here. Yeah, overall, Wheel Cutter just doesn't help much in this level. That said, like I mentioned, Chill Spike, the weapon that you get from this guy here, you know, Chill Man, would have helped a lot in Nitro Man's level. It really makes, it'll freeze the cars that go through his level, and actually, yeah, that's the main thing, honestly. Mainly just freezes the cars. But that alone is very effective. Alright, now we just continue. I guess we could try to use the Wheel Cutter here some. There we go. That worked. But here, I'm gonna want this again. These enemies that jump up and down, normally they take like 2 or 3 hits to beat, and that can make them very annoying in this section. But with the Triple Blade, that's not a problem at all. They go down in 1. It's also easier to hit them due to the spread. And then here we have this guy. This big guy, who is dead. Yep, he's not a problem. So, let's take on Chill Man himself. Chill Man is often one of the Robot Masters that I go after first, because I really love the Chill Spike. It's a lot of fun to use. And he's also not that difficult. And his stage isn't really all that difficult either. I'm just using special weapons because I like to show off with them. Alright, so yeah, Chill Man. The ice physics in his battlefield actually kind of work to your advantage, because you can easily shoot at him while still moving away, which is generally what you want to do. Also, whenever you jump over him, make sure to always do an extra little hop, just in case he decides to shoot a Chill Spike at you. And, of course, if you do get caught in one of his Chill Spikes, if you get frozen that is, things can go downhill very fast. it's very easy for him to combo you. If you get comboed, well, you'll die pretty quickly, actually. But avoiding him entirely is not an unexpected feat. And like I said, the Chill Spike is one of my favorite weapons in this game. From its appearance, it looks incredibly awkward to use. But I find that the way the levels are designed, there are actually quite a few good places to use this weapon. You throw it onto the ground and create a spike trap. If you directly hit enemies with it, it'll freeze them in place, and the spike trap does a solid 3 damage to opponents, easily defeating any opponent that might get trapped by it. It's especially useful in Blade Man stage, but I'm sure we'll find some place to use it here in the future. Also, we have a cutscene now. I'm going to go through this fairly quickly. If you really want to read the text, you can always pause it. If I'm going too fast, that is. And yeah, they've successfully created a prototype cure, and Mega Man isn't going to take one, because he doesn't need it. So, we have 4 Robot Masters left to go. We're going after Solar Man now. Solar Man was a Robot Master that gave me a lot of trouble for a long time, but at this point, I think I've pretty solidly figured him out. Alright, so we have a vertical shaft here. And, hey, yeah, we have conveyor belts. Conveyor belts are always a nice little platforming gimmick. I certainly support it. And we also have these enemies. These enemies aren't too durable or dangerous, but they will split into 2, with a maximum of 4 on screen at a time. And that's whenever they start getting dangerous. I love doing that. Alright, let's see here, what do I want to use? I'll just go with the Triple Blade. It's pretty standard, but there's a reason why it's so effective. Normally, these hothead enemies that jump out of these dispensers there, normally they take too many hits to really, like, get rid of while they're jumping. But with the Triple Blade, you can do a little bit of damage to them that way. Alright, I want Commando Bomb for this section. So we have our mini-boss, Suzak and Phoenix. Oh, that's not gonna work. They're always next to a wall, so because of that, you can pretty solidly get Commando Bomb's explosion off on them. And due to its multi-directional nature, or, you know, controllable nature, you can also easily hit them while they're in the air, too, making short work of what's normally kind of a tedious mini-boss. So, now we have those hothead dispensers vertically and on ladders. That's quite a bit more dangerous, since if you get hit, you'll get knocked off the ladder and fall, and that's no fun. There we go. Aw, yeah. Gotta love the wheel cutter. So for this section, I'm going to try to speedrun it a little bit here. It can be a little bit difficult to do, but it is possible to go through that just constantly moving without getting hit at all. Clearly, I did not succeed in doing that, though. Alright, now let's drop some wheel cutters. There we go. And you gotta use another wheel cutter here. And for this, I actually want more Commando Bomb. At least a little bit more. There we go, don't even stop climbing. And here, you can go the right way, but we're gonna go the left way. The left way is normally just an optional pathway where you can get a collectible. But because we have the Commando Bomb, we can break down this wall and keep moving. I do like holding out the wheel cutter in front of me, doing damage that way. Come on now. Yeah, I guess that just wasn't gonna work. Oh well, Triple Blade it is. And now, Mega Buster time! Alright, so Solar Man. He's also a fairly difficult Robot Master in this scenario. You can't just constantly fire at him, because if you hit that sun on his head, it'll power the sun up. And you don't want that to happen, because his attacks become much more difficult to dodge, and I believe they start doing more damage as well. So you gotta be a little bit precise against him. You can't just go all guns akimbo. Also, don't stand next to him, because then he'll just, like, face the sun against you. And that'll hurt. Oh, there we go. Now he's powered up. Remember that he can only jump over the screen 2 sections at a time. And he'll always throw his attacks at the same positions every time. And he'll always land in the same places. So Solar Man, he's powerful, but rather rigid in his movements and attacks. Oh. It does make sense that Mega Man's... oh, did he get a powered-up one? It does make sense that Mega Man's attacks would power up a Solar Man, because Mega Man's shots are plasma powered. That's why it's called the P shooter. It stands for plasma. And there we go, first try. So yeah, Solar Man is pretty dangerous. He's quite powerful, and he's quite durable, given the fact that he has a way to absorb your shots. But thanks to his rigid movements, he's not that difficult to figure out what he's doing at any given moment. And we get the Solar Blaze from him. It's a pretty cool weapon. It's a split shot that goes left and right. You might think that it's useful for attacking whenever you've got 2 opponents in different directions, but that almost never happens. What it is, though, is a very tall shot that can go through multiple enemies and ignores defenses like shields. So with that said, I'm Mr. Game and Pie, and next time, we go after Pump Man. See you then!